Now, this is the one that I think really pertains mostly to business. This is a business, I would say it's like a Rolodex, an online Rolodex. But again, if you remember my example about the favorites versus the delicious, where it becomes, open to the public, that's what this is. This is more of a, it really gets you out there, and basically it connects you with lots and lots and lots of other business professionals. And it's strictly business professionals. So the thing is, it is not Facebook, it is not MySpace, it doesn't allow you to do, it doesn't have a lot of the bells and whistles. You can put a photo in, but it doesn't offer you a lot of the photo galleries and music and this and that and the other thing. It's because it's not designed to do that. It's like if you wanted to be on Facebook, be on Facebook. If you want to be in LinkedIn, they say be on LinkedIn. And basically, there are some strengths though to it. First of all, the fact that it's really geared to businesses, that's a good thing. That's actually a strength. 25 million monthly users. Lots of restrictions, so it keeps the user on task. It keeps you focused on business. So it might say your title as a business person. It might say, what is your company strengths? Give me a summary of what you do at your company. Things like that. So that you can actually use it. Everyone's visiting the site for the same reason: business connections. So it's basically a business network, and it's easy to learn. It's not as feature rich, so it's easy to learn. Now, my biggest recommendation, and this one more than anything else, is complete your profile 100%. So and they actually have a tool. There's a little bar that says your profile is 60% done, your profile is 100% done, etc. It asks that you go out and get some recommendations, business recommendations. This is not parties and friends, etc. This is some of your colleagues that have worked with you and can say something about the way you do business. Okay? You have, as I said, you have different pieces on there for your profile that talk about, the areas that you cover strategically. I mean, so it's really designed to keep you focused on business so that it can help you get business or stay in business, etc. Now, the weakness is, it's not flexible to do anything with the profile except maintaining it. In other words, you can't get that creative, but you can change a lot of whenever you edit any of these things, you can edit it and take out whatever you did before and put in some new information. Focus on sheer number of connections. A lot of people just focus on connections. Now, the same thing with networking. I do a lot of face-to-face networking, and there are two types of networkers. There are those networkers that go to an event, and they go and they shake your hand, they take your card, and then they walk off. And then they go to the next person, and they say, oh, I did a really great job tonight. I got 80 cards. I'm terrific. But they didn't have one conversation. And again, that's my bias. That may work for you. If you're a company that needs that kind of interaction, and it's like a little marathon of who got the most cards that night, then that's your goal. So if you go in as a networking goal of getting as many cards as you can get, that's fine. My networking goal is to get connected with a few really key people that, either I want to talk to again, or I want to have lunch with, or I want to have a follow-up conversation with, or, that may need my services, so that, I want to connect up with the right people and be basically friendly. I'm a friendly person. I like to learn more about people's businesses. So that's my networking goal, and it's always worked out for me in the kind of services that I have. But I think that just like that story is the same online, you can go into LinkedIn, and I think LinkedIn is so much better than the other two sites for colleagues. In other words, you can go into your Outlook and just go through your Outlook and go, I want to invite this one, this one, this one, and just check, and you can invite hundreds of people because it can actually be hooked up to your Outlook or your Rolodex or whatever, and you can just instantly get all these people. And there's always people that when you get on, it says, here's 2 more people or 10 people that you may want to invite. So you can just invite like crazy if that's all you want to do. But really, a person that's serious probably wants to invite just people that they know to start out with. or people in an industry. In other words, you go after people that, again, that you would when you do the social networking, the physical social networking. You want to maybe make relationships with people that you think are going to be helpful or that need your service or something. So you don't maybe need to friend everybody out there. So you have all these choices. So I think that, you know, a weakness could be that you don't know what to do with them. You just go in there and you really have no purpose. Okay? And, you know, a lot of people don't like that it's a serious, this is one thing, and I'm not sure it's totally true because I don't think I was treated like this, but serious business networks, sometimes members look down on newbies. I didn't find that. I felt I was welcomed into LinkedIn when I first joined it, and so I didn't really get that. But, you know, I try to give you some industry highlights of what people may think.
How do you use LinkedIn to promote your business?
Okay.
If people are not necessarily looking for the types of services that you provide.
Okay, LinkedIn has a feature that's quite nice. It's called Answers, or ask a question or answer. And what they do is they go out to industry experts. There's actually a new site that it's just launched, and it's called entrepreneur.com. And entrepreneur, and don't ask me to spell that, but you know, I mean, that's what it is. But they actually do a good job of that too, where it's basically asking experts. So if you feel you're an expert, you might have a question or you might have a comment out there, and you can have that so that people see some of your expertise. There's job functions out there. There's, you know, connectivity with other professionals in your particular area that do what you do. Or you can, you know, for example, we were looking for, and we're still looking for, if anybody knows a really senior cold fusion programmer, let me know. I put that out on LinkedIn, and I got a lot of responses. You know, it says, what do you need? What do you need? So I put that out there. And I had a lot of people coming back to me and saying, you know, I wish I could help you. I don't know of anybody, but I'll keep my eyes open. So you put out there what you need, or who you want to attract, or what you want to do. And you're not really advertising, you're just asking. And people get to see that. Yes?
Question. What would you recommend to be the appropriate protocol for, all right, I have a pretty large network of people that I know by way of my business contacts. By way of LinkedIn, when they make me one of their connections.
Well, you have the ability to put their name in, their email address in, and invite them into your.
Oh, I understand. I have a different question. Is that so? Once I'm connected with them, let's say Joe Schmo, and I'm connected with all of his friends,
right,
or his business contacts. Let's say I want to contact this business contact who doesn't know me. What's the appropriate way to make that first contact by way of?
Well, you could invite them, and they have to, you know, because they know your connection, they can decide to friend you or not.
But are you by way of LinkedIn able to?
Yeah, you'll see them in the network. Yeah. Does anybody use LinkedIn extensively?
There's also a button called Get Introduced.
Yeah.
Which means you can see all your friends and all of their networks, but you can't see their actual.
Did you?
Sorry, what was that?
There's a button that says Get Introduced.
Oh.
So your friend, who's that friend of that other person that you want to meet, you just ask to be introduced. It's a really big button.
Thank you.
A lot of these questions, by the way, are very intuitive, and you know the way to do that is just play around with it, because it's all there, and it's really easy to it's very intuitive to do all that, but it is easy to get connected and to reach out. So you know that's excellent.